This is Ashley, and we're coming at you live from Boston.
Kapow.
Courtney has entered back into the villa.
God bless. It feels so good to be back. I feel like every other episode, that's my intro.
No, literally. Courtney, you don't even need an apartment here because you're never here.
I know.
You could fully just couch crash.
Tell me about it. You know, we need some sort of normalcy, though. So,
yeah, that's true.
Honestly.
At least you're consistent.
Yeah. I need some sort of consistency in my life.
For sure.
And I was, like, so sad talking to you yesterday when I was like, oh, my God. Like, I don't know. It had clicked. I had talked about it with Matt, and I had talked about it with my parents. Like, I'm fully in the state of Massachusetts for 7.5 days before Christmas.
And that's a jarring number.
From November 21st through December 26th, I'm in the state of Massachusetts for not even a week.
I can't. No comprendo.
Honestly, so we'll get into this, but I'm in the era right now where I'm just saying yes to things, and I'm gonna reach the point of burnout if I don't stop.
Which is crazy because this is a cycle that we actually learned this summer.
Oh yeah,
and then you finally got back to ground zero.
Ebbs and flows.
And we're entering
life's a roller coaster.
It is.
Yeah. But no, I'm actually okay. Like, I'm mentally well.
You seem well.
I'm doing really exciting things.
Yeah.
But then yesterday I was like, I don't even have a weekend to go to Snowport. I don't have a weekend to do the festive things. But it's honestly teaching me to romanticize the weekdays a little bit more and do the festive things whenever I have downtime. So
I feel like that's more fun anyways.
It is fun. Last night I made a reel of Matt and I decorating the Christmas tree or putting lights on the Christmas tree. We just had the most fun night. We watched the Polar Express, did all the cutesy things.
Yeah.
And I forgot that it was a Monday night.
Right.
You know?
And tonight's a Tuesday night. We're sitting here.
We're drinking wine. It's going to be a good episode.
Also, quick shout out for those that are watching the video. Our wine is currently on this gorgeous piece of wood made by my very dearest friend, Mitch. You can find him at MG Wood for all of your custom wood designs. He made the clock that was also the star of the show in season 1.
Oh my gosh.
And this may be the new star of the show in season 2. So for those that aren't listening, it's basically this wood pillar thing that has these slits on the top for a wine stem.
Yeah.
So our glasses are resting on it.
They're floating, guys. It looks like the glasses are floating. If you're not watching it, you have to watch it just for this second to see what we're talking about.
Yeah, it's kind of stunning. And he is single, ladies.
He is single. He's a jack of all trades.
He can build things. He comes from a beautiful family. He loves to fish, but does not require you to fish, but maybe someone that would enjoy going on the boat with him. He's an early riser. He's a doer. A mountain man, as some may say. He can grow a really great head of hair.
He's a mountain man, but he's also a city boy. He lives in Boston.
He does live in Boston in our very own South End. Let me just give out his address and his social security number. But yeah, so if any ladies are interested, this could become a dating show.
Yes.
Anyways, great Christmas gifts. He wouldn't get them done in time. But, start thinking ahead. Birthdays, anything. He can make anything you want.
Love it. Thanks, Mitch.
Thanks, Mitch. He's been asking me to post a photo of this since I got this back in May or something crazy. So I'm sorry.
Well, how nice of him to literally make something for you that you saw on Pinterest or TikTok once.
Oh, yeah. Also, I saw one video of this on TikTok and I just sent it to him. And he's like, yeah, sure, I can make it. And he just made it.
Casual. What man can do that?
A gem of a man.
Yeah.
You can't find these men anywhere. My poor boyfriend in the other room.
Mitch, we're done now.
That's enough.
That's going to be the one part of the episode that he listens to and then he's tapping out.
No, literally. We'll tag his Insta down below.
Perfect.
Okay.
Well, Ash, how excited are you for this episode?
I'm really excited because... So this episode's actually just going to be more of a girl chat catch up because I haven't seen you in so long.
I know.
For those that are listening the week this comes out, we skipped last week's
drop day.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just because Court was out doing things, which we'll hear all about very shortly. I haven't even heard anything, so I'm really excited. But yeah, we've just been apart and I missed you, and we were trying to come up with like an episode topic, and we were like, wait, I just want to like have time to chat with you and not just have it be so podcasty. So this is kind of a mix of the two.
Yeah. And honestly, like girl chat, listening to that like makes you really feel like you're in the same room with the people. So
yeah, it's like we're on FaceTime.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that.
I know. Well, let's hop into it. And let's start with maybe a catch up, like what's been going on.
I feel like the most exciting part of this entire episode is hearing about Miami Art Basel.
Okay.
So I'm going to turn the floor over to you, and I'm going to grab my wine.
Perfect. And guys, I'm literally sitting here terrified. If you're watching, I'm literally picking up the glass with 2 hands because Ashley warned me. She's like, Courtney Carlton, if you drop any of this red wine on this couch, I would excuse myself out. I'd just have to leave.
We wouldn't be able to talk for a little bit. I think I would
need
to
manifesting that all goes well here.
It will, because I brought it up so many times. There's no way that you're going to spill it. Yeah. But do you remember when I literally got this couch? I called you and I was like, oh my God, look at this couch. Also, when you come over, like we're going to need like a blanket or something to put down underneath you so you don't spill anything on it.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways, love you. Tell me about Art Basel.
Okay, so Art Basel, for those who don't know, it's essentially like the biggest cultural moment in Miami and honestly like one of the biggest art fairs in the world. And so it's essentially a week long in Miami where there's all these art shows, people fly in from everywhere, and it's like events, glitz and glam, like every brand is activating. Like there was a Meta house that I literally found out because I have some like friends in the industry that work for Meta and Nike. I'm pretty sure they did a collab, and there was a Meta house that they literally actually I'm literally talking about 2 different things. Nike put on
I mean,
all of credibility is being lost. No, I'm pretty sure Nike did something with Meta, and they created the Meta house, and they literally spent over $6 million just for like 2 or 3 days of the house.
Oh my God.
Where they had like talks, they had parties, they had like all of these like celebs, top profile people. Like you'll literally be like walking around and they'll come on, like there'll be platters that they're walking around with, like with the most expensive type of like caviar and like just like glitz and glam luxe. And it's like honestly like for show and like who can kind of do the most in the sense. But yeah, so I was there not for the Meta House, unfortunately, but like that's like honestly the caliber of types of events that's being held all week long.
But is Art Basel in general, isn't it to support like local artists? Is that what it is?
So it's artists from everywhere, so local included, but essentially people fly to Miami for art. So local artists are doing things like most famous artists in the world are doing things, and like there's different shows that you can buy like tickets to go see. There's a lot of free things. It's literally just like a hodgepodge of like cultural activations and cool stores and retail spaces for like the whole week that may not always be there. All the time, you know?
Yes.
So it's like one of those things where traffic in the city of Miami to go like a mile, it literally would take you 30 minutes. Like it's insane.
Oh my God.
The influx of people.
Mm-hmm.
But I was there because I was working and I went on behalf of my company, and we partnered with a brand called Kids of Immigrants, which if you all haven't heard of it, it's an LA based brand. And the like origin story is like really dope. Like this guy, there's 2 co-founders, but I'm pretty close with one of them. His name is Daniel, and he literally like was best friends with Kehlani. Do you know who that is?
No.
That's like a R&B like singer, like this girl, this like badass B.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like he was like best friends with her as she was like becoming popular.
Okay.
And he was like into fashion, so he styled her basically. And so he was just in the right room, in the right places, basically, with the right people, for like years being her stylist. And all of their community is like literally Kids of Immigrants, which is why they called it what it is. So it's like people mostly from like Latinx culture and heritage, and like they're just empowering. They're creating a community around like a streetwear brand to support their community and help their friends. So like their like streetwear says like support your friends, support your community. long story short, we popped up with them and we activated. That's like a marketing term.
Okay.
So we decided,
like, you give them the tools they need to put on the event.
Yes, essentially. But it's not even like a sponsorship. It's like we're literally showing up together. Like everything we do is like KOI times Vista.
Okay, cool.
And
so a full collaboration.
A full collaboration, but it's like a short stint. So we essentially picked, we worked with a designer who created this city guide. And my company tends to do this in different cities, like throughout like the year. And so this year we always choose a cultural moment to do something cool around. So there's hype like around it. And so we chose Art Basel, we chose Kids of Immigrants, and we decided to create a city guide of Miami to highlight 12 different small businesses. And the point of it, the angle that we kind of approached this whole moment with was, let's bring the attention away from the glitz and glam and more towards like the local small business communities that exist there.
Yeah.
But don't get me wrong, like all of these small businesses were like the coolest people and like brands I've ever met, because we worked with the local artists to like find these businesses. And the artist that we worked with, his name is like Chris Cadaver. He's literally best friends with Frank Ocean and Tyler, the creator. And he created like, he designed their album covers like from the past like 10 years. Like he's like best friends with them.
Oh my God.
I like literally had no idea what going into this. Like I knew of him, whatever, but like I was kind of just going. I didn't own the project. I was just supporting it.
Yeah.
And so like that is like how it started off. We created this magazine essentially. We hosted a dinner for the small business owners on one night, and then for a couple of days we were like surprising people, surprising the businesses, like with the guides, with like limited edition like merch that KOI and we made, whatever. So that was like the reason I was really there. But then I'm also with people like this man named Chris and like whatever, and I was also supporting like a party that was at Soho through work. And
for those that know, Soho, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know. If you don't know, listen to that, to an Austin episode, but maybe you don't even want to do that, honestly. So embarrassing. Literally, Soho House is on my shit list. I'm going to say it right there. They do such a great job of making you feel like you're not welcome if you're not cool enough. And it's like, but yet they pride themselves on being inclusive. So I have a bone to pick with them. But all in all, I had a really like fun time. It's like go, go, go. Like,
it looked very
shows, going to different, like literally so many celebrities are in town. So many people are like hosts or having concerts at like gallery shows. So I saw Kate Tornado, which is like an amazing DJ if you guys are familiar, one night at like Gary V's event, like random, whatever. And so my most exciting and also very humbling experience
humbling,
very humbling.
The word of the month.
It's gonna be a theme for this episode, I think. But I happened to be at a party with a decent amount of celebrities on Saturday, and I was actually sitting directly next to Leon Bridges. If anyone's familiar with Mr. Leon,
Mr. Leon,
and the year before, I honestly like I've always been a fan of his music, but I didn't really know who it was singing the songs until last year, because I was with someone else who was like fangirling about being in the same room as Leon a year ago. And so the only reason I now know what he looks like is because of last year. Mm-hmm. And he was wearing this really dope like Canadian tuxedo Louis Vuitton fit, like literally so cool, like flare pants, an icon, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm sitting literally across from this man at brunch. And it's a table of like 5 people. And so we're with each other. We're hanging out for about like, I don't know, 30 minutes at this point. And I'm like, do I tell this man that like I appreciate his music? Like, I'm not trying to fangirl, but like if it comes up in conversation, I'll willingly like tell him that I support him and I like his music. Literally worst decision of my life.
Oh no. Did you do it?
So we're like, whatever. We were all saying like, we were talking about being at Soho for Art Basel. Okay. And I said, I go, holy fuck.
What? Did you just pull your neck?
Yeah, I just pulled my neck. I don't know what just happened. I would love to watch that on video.
Humbling.
Guys, it's like the anxiety that I'm getting reliving this moment. So Whatever. So first off, I honestly wasn't like, I knew it was him, but I didn't want to be like, oh, I know who you are.
Yeah.
So I asked for his name, right? Just hear me out. Just hear me out.
Okay.
Just hear me out.
All right, I'm gonna let you finish.
I was like, so, I was like, were you guys here last year? Because you were like there supporting a magazine. So I was like, if you're here this year, you're here that last year, whatever. I was like, sure, guys, were you guys here last year? And Leon was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, that's what I thought. I was like, are you Leon? I don't even know if I said, are you Leon? I was like, what's your name? And he was like, Leon. I was like, okay, then yes, you're exactly who I was thinking of. And I said, I remember you being here last year because you were wearing like such a cool fit, like Louis Vuitton denim, like tuxedo that like I literally like complimented you on. And I also candidly told him that I didn't know who he was until last year, until my friend told me that Leon Bridges was right next to us. So I was like,
okay, that doesn't sound bad.
No. It was literally so casual. So I think. And literally the second I told him all of this, literally like brick wall, like literally didn't say a word to me for the rest of the fucking breakfast. Didn't say, and I told him, I was like, my boyfriend and I just saw you in Boston like a few months ago. Like, so funny, Basel is like how I literally found you. And here we are sitting together and I like saw you in concert a couple of months ago. And I was like, really love your music. Like so chill. And he literally like didn't say thank you, like didn't whatever. And I was
what did he say?
He literally like didn't respond. He just like looked at me and like he like said something to his like bro that was sitting next to him. This man isn't like a Justin Bieber. This man, he obviously like he's big, but like there's no reason for you to anyone to ever act that like arrogant or like it wasn't like Soho is one of those places too, which like made me realize maybe I shouldn't have said anything, where it's like people go there to like not have fans because it's like the social club and like everyone is someone basically. But like you could minimally say like appreciate you for supporting me, like whatever.
I should be like, oh my god, no way, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's
literally
just basic human
it's
interaction.
Basic human
101.
interaction. He
like,
literally made me feel like I said like the worst thing in the world, and I was like, oh.
Like, I get he probably gets things like that all the time, but like you're not doing anything malicious, you're not being obnoxious, like,
and also
you should be a professional at this point, like knowing how to respond to those
also
things.
Like clearly I'm nobody in like the room that I was in, but clearly I was somebody enough to be in the same room as him. And so I was literally like, all right, I was like, we gotta go. I was like, are you done eating yet? We gotta go.
Oh my god.
So that was my experience with Leon. Still love him. And ironically, I bought, if Matt listens to this, he's going to know one of his presents. I was in a record store, which was a small business, like that I was like supporting the previous day. And I bought a Leon Bridges vinyl. I bought one vinyl in the whole place. And I bought his vinyl.
The day before?
The day before this happened. What
the
are the
way
odds of that?
Your life just adds up perfectly.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, it's weird.
So weird.
It is. Yeah,
so weird. Like I was literally looking for a few different artists, and I just decided to go with the Leon one. And I was with him the next day. But yeah, so Leon was there. One of the Shark Tank guys was there as well. That was interesting. Mr. whatever his name is.
Mr. Wonderful.
Yeah, that one.
Are you impressed? I knew.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Thank you.
Chance the Rapper. I was
like, I remember you sending me videos. See, okay, here's my thing. Like, I wouldn't know who is who because I don't know who anybody is.
Well, I often found myself not knowing people. Like, I was in a room with probably really famous people and I had no idea, but these are just the people that I knew. Like, Chance the Rapper, he's wearing a hot pink hat that said 3 on it. Like, that's his... No? You have no idea?
No. I couldn't even tell you.
I'm fans of these people, so that makes sense.
Yeah. Like, I know the name, Chance the Rapper. I feel like I definitely know his music. If you were to play it right now, I could probably sing you all the words to one of the songs. Could I name one of those songs? No. Could I tell you at all what he looks like? Not a chance.
Well,
not a chance.
Not a chance. I see what you did there.
Yeah, I planned that. Yeah. But... that's why you do what you do, and that's why I do what I do.
I guess.
Yeah.
But no, I literally was like shitting myself thinking, I was like, oh my God, what if like Hailey Bieber and like Justin Bieber walk in? Because they were in Miami. They would not have ever gone there. But Chance the Rapper is like best friends with Justin Bieber. And I was like fully like 5 feet away from him for like a whole day on Saturday.
Court, you have so many people that you are one person away from. Which is really cool because that makes me 2 people away.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Guys, this is your sign to have friends in cool places. Okay? Okay.
Yeah. Well, I guess, like, to sum it up, Basel's a really cool place. And, like, it's just, you can go there knowing absolutely no one and, like, meet the coolest people ever. Like, I left so inspired and, like, wishing, like, I was probably the most uncool person in every room that I was in. But, like, you fake it till you make it.
I mean, that's, like, the place to be.
Yeah.
You never
like,
want to be
cool.
the coolest person in the room that you're in.
I guess.
Because then you're not growing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so that's where I was.
I'm coming next year.
You are coming
because this is 2 years of me.
And I ran into some of the weird, like, the most random people in my life in Basel. Like, I ran into Ben Mader. I'm not going to list off people because no one's going to know these people.
Yeah.
But, like, it's just a place that everyone is at.
Yeah.
And I, like, ran into so many different people from different places in my life. But, yeah.
Very cool. Very fun. That looks like probably the one attraction that I would want to go to. I'm trying to think of other things like Coachella. No interest in doing that. Yeah. My mind's blanking. But there's like other like large events that I really have no interest in. Art Basel looks incredible. Yeah. Like I just think it's a really good balance of everything. Yeah. It's like party, glitz, glam, but there's also like artists and like shop local and like you can kind of do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, exactly.
So that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was. What have you been up to? Honestly, like we haven't seen each other since before Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I went home with Joe for Thanksgiving, so I spent Thanksgiving with his family. I feel really guilty, like, leaving my family.
Don't tell me that.
It's just, my family's so small, and we don't have any traditions around Thanksgiving. I can never miss a Christmas Eve, because that's, like, our tradition. But other than that, like, it's fine. Like, my family's fine with it, but I feel guilty. Like, my whole family's home. They all went to Morgan's boyfriend's families for Thanksgiving. What? Even grandfather.
What?
How cute.
Wait, how was it?
It was good. They said they were great. Apparently my parents were on their best behavior and all went well. And Morgan's boyfriend's mom has horses. So grandfather got to like see the horses.
Stop.
And it was just so cute. Like they are just a match made in heaven. It was perfect.
Aww.
Yeah. And then do you go out like the night before Thanksgiving?
In my hometown, yeah.
Okay. So all my hometown friends like go out. That's the only other reason. Like I do wish I was home.
Yeah.
Because my parents literally live downtown now of the place like where all my friends go out, which is just so fun. And then like I talked to my friends, like I caught up with them last weekend. They were like, no, it was terrible. You didn't miss anything. Like, of course not. It's always a shit show. And I guess they like feel old now because like all the people out at the bars are like people younger than us, but like are also graduated because we're literally old.
Yeah.
So Thanksgiving is just like a weird time. I went Black Friday shopping. So I was like, what do I do with myself? Let's go, Joe, to the mall. Never a good idea.
No.
Never a good idea. Got a lot of my shopping done though.
That's good.
Which is a great feeling for hopefully you guys enjoyed our gift guide.
Yeah.
Honestly, a lot of people reached out and were like, wow, this was really good.
I know. I also did like so much shopping from that guide too.
Yeah, it was really
just
good.
Got me in the spirit.
Me too.
Like I was ready to go. I mean, we didn't release the episode till after Black Friday, but like I was like ready to go.
Yes. So that was helpful. We should do that every year.
Yeah.
Selfishly. So that was great. And then you guys can't see any of my holiday decorations, but Joe and I got our first Christmas tree together. It's a real tree. We decorated for Christmas. We ordered stockings. We got a Christmas tree skirt. It was really cute.
Oh.
So
well, it's nice in here.
Yeah. Wait, show the pillow. For those that are listening, it says, be good or I'll text Santa.
This is like so 2022.
Yeah,
like,
Ciara and I got it at the Christmas tree shop last year. We got 2 pillows and we split them up. Hers is like a double-sided pillow. One says naughty, and then you flip it and it says nice.
That's cute.
It was cute. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. Should we get into the episode now that it's been 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm actually really excited about this.
Me too.
So guys, this was a last minute episode topic kind of when we kind of explained it in the beginning, but we were just like we need to catch up, like so many random things.
Yeah.
So this is literally just every single aspect of our life the good, the bad, what we're doing, what we're up to, and I think you guys will enjoy it.
Yeah. Let's
Okay.
get in.
What should we do first?
Should we do life updates? We just did a minor catch up, but these are like quick hits.
Yeah. All right. You start us off.
All right. I kind of said it, but I've just been traveling a shit ton.
Yeah.
And it's been really great for the experiences and the networking. But holy shit. Like, I'm so go.
And you have a lot more traveling coming up, too.
I'm going to LA. So my schedule for the month of December is I arrive in Boston on a Monday morning, approximately 11 a.m. And then I leave Boston on Friday morning for like 3 weeks straight.
Yeah, she's like gone every single weekend.
Yeah. But upcoming is LA this weekend. The next weekend is Florida, which I'll explain why when we get to the holiday section. And then I'll be back. But then London. She's everywhere. Yeah. So guys, I'm going to London for
I'm
New
so
Year's.
excited for you.
Are you kidding?
That's my number one place I want to go in Europe because I never got to go abroad. So manifesting, my job's going to send me there. Yeah. So I'm really excited to hear about it.
Yeah. London. And then we're going to do a couple of days in Paris again. I'm like,
I didn't know you were going back to Paris.
Yeah. Because the group that I was with or that I'm going with like has never been to Paris.
Okay.
And we loved it so much that it was like, sure, why not?
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Yeah. Nice. But it's like literally Matt and I haven't been together for a year yet, but we're going to Paris twice within.
Yeah, literally going to Europe twice. What?
Like, are you kidding me? Yeah.
So spread some of that energy over here.
I'm spreading it. Okay, literally, this is so random. I was thinking about this today, but I remember the year that I studied abroad. Mm-hmm. I like tallied up the amount of flights that I had taken because obviously you like take a bunch when you're abroad. And I was like, I wonder like what next year, if I can like surpass X amount of flights or whatever. And I'm like, the older I've gotten, like I literally think I've like traveled. Like I literally travel so much.
Yeah, you really do. And like cool places and you enjoy it.
I'm going to tally
There's so many people that work and they're like consultants and they're like, oh yeah, I travel so much for my job. But they're going to like Pennsylvania
business conferences too.
And like Concord, New Hampshire.
Yeah.
And like you're literally going to the coolest cities in the world. So
yeah, not bad. Should I like read off all of mine or should we like
No, I can go
back and forth? Okay, perfect. Well, yeah, but quickly, if anyone has any London recs, send them my way because I honestly have been taking a back seat in the planning and I'm starting to feel really guilty about it.
People go to like high tea. Have you heard of that?
Yes.
Yeah, I heard that's fun. And then also, is Big Ben open? The clock thing?
I don't know.
I know there was like doing work on it back in the day, but it's been quite a few years since then.
I feel like they're always doing work.
I don't know. The way I'm so untraveled, is that the word? Like I don't know the large monuments in a certain city. What was that? The jerking reaction.
I almost just myself. I literally
You didn't even spill anything.
No. The reason why I jerked is because I took a sip and when I like moved the glass, it made a splash and the splash hit the tip of my nose. And I had this fear that it got elsewhere, but we're fine.
It's okay. We're gonna be fine. We can always flip the pillow around. Not really.
No. Definitely not really.
Can't. No.
Everything's fine.
Okay. My life update is a lot less exciting, but this is always how I feel, but it's fine. I can finally go back to the gym. Woo! So I started December 1st. I'm back on my gym grind, and let me tell you, it is freaking hard. Like, I did leg day. First day back, it was a Thursday. I'm still feeling it so hard. And I only used, I was telling Court, 12 and a half pound dumbbells. Stop. One in each hand for some split squats. Knocked me out. My legs were shaking.
Do you think it was because of like the anesthesia and just like the amount of trauma your entire body has been under?
No, I think it's genuinely because I haven't lifted a finger in 6 weeks. I don't even lift the plates out of the dishwasher.
Shut up.
Joe gets everything for me. I've been a full-on princess and I've lost all of my muscle.
Stop.
But low-key, I weigh the same. I look the same. And it just makes me think, I'm like, not that I'm obviously very thankful. I didn't like, gain 10 pounds.
Yeah.
I look blah, 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 whatever. But at the same time, I'm like, I literally work so hard. Like, how is it so?
Are you serious? You literally look the exact same. If I don't work out for like a week, I literally feel, I call it like fluffy. Like I literally feel like fluffy.
Like the way I just feel no different. Aside
That's
from,
crazy.
my abs, my core probably could be like a little more like
Firmer.
toned. You can definitely tell like I'm probably a little more toned around the edges when I'm working out every single day. But like as far as like my weight and the general overweight that I look and feel, kind of the same. Aside from I get really freaking sore after a workout.
Yeah.
So that's a huge life update for me.
That's kind of a pro.
It is kind of a pro. Thank you, Dad, for the genetics.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, Morgan and I get it from my dad. But at the same time, it's like, oh, okay. However, guys, the girls look really good in my workout sets. So I've been also loving that.
Have you had to like change your workout sets, like your outfits at all? Or have you been wearing the same sports bras?
A couple of the tighter sports bras, but they were like really tight on me before.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
That's fun.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the gym for the first time today in like 3 weeks since I was home. I like worked out a little bit when I was home, but like nothing compares to like a literal, like, I don't know, like a barbell.
Yeah.
And I felt so fucking good afterwards. I
Yeah.
was just like, I don't know, like sometimes it's like so hard to like motivate yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And like something that I'm not looking forward to, but something that I want to like instill in my life in 2023, and I've thought about it, but I've never really put pure intention behind it, is like figuring out how to move my body and like make myself feel good when I don't have a physical gym available to me. Because the way that my life is, like, I literally am all or nothing. If I don't have a gym, like, oops, sorry, like, can't really move my body. And that's just not, that's not how you create a habit. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to live a healthy lifestyle, but like you're traveling for 3 weeks, like there's still things you can do to like make yourself feel good. And not, to me, it feels like if I take a few days off or I take like a couple weeks off, like everything that I work towards, like where, like, well, what was the point type thing? Mm-hmm. Which might not be a healthy like mindset to have. But I started doing a Melissa Wood Health. Do you know who that is?
Yes.
She's one of my
Only
favorite.
for me, though.
Yeah, she's one of my favorite, like, low impact, really short workout, like, influencer. And she has her own app. And I've always done her workouts, like, every once in a while whenever I just, like, don't want to go to the gym. But I want to start, like, making it more of a routine. Like, literally get 10 minutes in, even if I don't have any equipment or anything, just to make it not contingent on the environment in order to get some sort of movement in.
That's a really good goal. And I'm honestly, I think it's surprising almost that you don't even incorporate that now.
Right.
Because I think that's a very you thing. Like, I think that aligns with you a lot. So that's such a good resolution.
It's just so easy to like, so I literally had a gym like at my hotel for the past week. I was in Miami. And it's just like so easy. Like when I'm out of my element, it's like, oh. And I'm also a big person that like likes to listen to her body. So if my body's telling me I want a chocolate chip cookie, like I'm gonna have a chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah. And I think that's how it should be.
No, I know. But if my body's telling me that I need sleep today, like I'm gonna honor that.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
So granted, I was running around like with the chicken with my head cut off for the past week, but like I didn't leverage the gym, which I didn't need to, but I could have done any sort of movement, you know?
Yeah.
So that's a tidbit. That's a little tangent for you. But I'm back on my real game.
Good. That's exciting.
It's just like all of a sudden I have a lot of ideas and I feel inspired. And like, for example, the Christmas tree like reel that I had made when Matt and I went to go get a Christmas tree a few weeks ago, like it literally gave me so much joy.
You were so excited.
You came over here
so
right after.
Giddy.
I was like, look how funny this is. Like, and it's for like myself. I'm not doing it. Clearly, I'm not doing it for the fucking Instagram algorithm because that doesn't work anymore. But like, I just like, I've been doing it in the moment as opposed to, I honestly have so many videos on my phone that's like, oh, I'm going to turn this into a piece of content later. And then that never happens. Whereas like doing it in the moment and it just like being a memory.
Oh, I love that. Like, I love going back and watching my old reels for memory's sake, because a video brings you back to a moment even more than a photo. So I love it. And I take all of these moments with videos on my phone, but I don't actually do anything with them.
Yeah.
And then I just get stressed out even going back into my camera roll.
Me too.
But that's a tangent for another day.
Yeah.
My next one is another life update, is I've been booking my ski trips. So if you guys have been listening, I said book things with your friends, do it in the future. So while Court is living it up in London, I will be in Montreal.
Hell yeah.
We're doing a ski trip with a bunch of my hometown friends, and I'm really excited.
Did you secure the big room?
I said that Joe and I would only come if we got our own room.
Guys, prince and princess, everyone.
No, but literally. Because, okay, in my defense, a lot of the girls, there were like 5 girls, they've lived together in one, and they still do. And so, like, all of their boyfriends and everything, like, kind of know each other. All the girls are a lot, I don't want to say closer, because, like, I grew up with half of them, but, like, the other half of them I know, like, because they're roommates of the other ones.
Yeah.
So it's, like, it kind of makes sense for Joe and I. Like, everyone else that's going pretty much sees each other every weekend.
Yeah.
They, like, all live in Southie, a block down the street from each other. And Joe and I don't. And, like, it's fine. Like, we know everyone. Like, it'll be great. But do I want to have me and my boyfriend sleep in a communal room? No, I don't. I think they would be a lot closer and have more fun.
Yeah.
Would I share a communal room with you? Absolutely, any day. Yeah. I would prefer to share a communal room with you.
Yeah.
So something like that.
That makes sense. But
yeah, so there's one, and then 2, we officially picked the dates for. So again, if you guys listen, which hopefully you do, every summer we do a reunion with all of like our Bentley people, and they'll like come up to the lake, and we booked the ski weekend. Courtney's looking at me like we didn't pick the weekend. February 4th.
I mean, I'm going to be here, but I just honestly don't remember when that was established.
No, we did it at Friendsgiving.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, so anyways.
We were in between 2. I forgot which one we chose.
Okay, well, anyways, we're going in February to my lake house, or at least I'll be there. We're putting Courtney and Gabby on ski lessons. So
SOS. At least I have a friend.
Yes. The point of the story was that I'm actually booking ski trips, which was my goal for the season.
Hell yeah.
And we're booking a ski day for work. We did it today. So I'm also excited for that.
That's the train I haven't hopped onto yet. That's literally always like my winter bucket list, and I haven't had the opportunity. But now for February 4th.
Yeah.
Family time. I've had a lot of time with family recently, going home.
How does it feel?
It feels really nice, actually.
Aww.
Like, it feels really nice.
I seriously miss the Carlton family so much. Yeah. It's actually been so long since I've seen them.
We'll have to plan a trip for you to come to Florida.
I would like to
You said it, like, jokingly the other day, and I was like, wait, we should actually do that.
No, I wasn't joking.
Oh.
Same way I'm not joking about Art Basel.
Life.
All right, finishing up the life updates. My next one is I've been really trying to get into cooking again. So Joe and I we're budgeting. We're saving money. I have not found one good recipe. We have failed and failed and failed.
Have you tried any of Munchin with Maddie's recipes?
See, when you put me on the spot like that, like now it's a no. But like that's because Joe's been picking the recipes.
That makes sense.
But that's a really good point, and I should probably just go follow Munchin with Maddie's recipes. But we're trying to be like extra healthy, and just nothing has flavor. So send me your recs, send me your favorite Munchin with Maddie recipe, and yeah, I guess that's what I need to do.
I have like 3 food groups when it comes to cooking dinner. These are my food groups:
chicken,
tacos,
beans.
Always beans.
Always beans. Wait, tacos? I feel like I need to guess. Salmon. No?
Yeah, but I wasn't going to say that.
Okay. All right.
Okay. It's either tacos.
Acai bowls. Sorry.
Not
I'm
for
done,
dinner.
I'm done.
Tacos. A for effort. Tacos.
I feel like those are good points. Wait, say tacos one more time.
Tacos. Number 1 is tacos. Number 2 is some iteration of a salad.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like blah.
Or
pasta. Like iterations of like those 3 things, like that's simply it. Do you know how boring that gets?
Yeah, no, for sure.
It's terrible.
Terrible. Okay, classic. Other one, Joe and I started our puzzling era again.
Vibe.
So, no joke, I am such a good puzzler. Like, I'm not kidding. I have done 90% of the puzzle that is complete right now. I think I'm really good. I would be interested. Do they have puzzling competitions? I feel like they would have that. And I actually think I would be good at it.
Good.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for being supportive.
Good.
And
if
off
you participated
of that,
in a competition, I would support you.
You would?
Yeah, I would cheer you on.
Okay, I'm genuinely good. Like, you don't believe me, but like, wait till you see me go. Like, I'm actually so good. I got one while you were just casually talking to me. I looked at it for 2 seconds and I got one. I go, look at that. Although my toxic trait is every single time I get one, I go, oh, yep. Oh, got another one. Like, that could be an ick, but Joe's really proud of me when I get my puzzles. Yeah. We are going to be doing a puzzle swap for You Can Do Both. So Nicole is my coworker. She said she would participate. Me plus Nicole, that's 2 people. So minimally, we're going to be swapping puzzles. So we'll post something on the stories, and if you'd like to participate, you will get a puzzle.
Hell yeah.
It's really good for your brain. And my last life update is I cleaned out my closet.
You heard it here first. You Can Do Both is having a puzzle swap in the city of Boston. DM if you're interested.
No, for sure, though. Like, really, DM.
I know.
So, because I don't know, I'm going to have to drive around to your houses and pick up the details to come.
Yeah.
But, yeah. And then the last life update is I cleaned out my closet. I'm giving a bunch of clothes to Courtney. I'm giving a bunch of clothes to Morgan. And it just feels so good. So if you're looking to just go into the new year feeling clean, like, don't wait for the new year to start or spring cleaning. Like,
yeah.
The one Saturday night where you decide you want to stay in, just like take a couple hours and go through it. Feels so good. That concludes our life updates. Let's pick it up.
I really want to do
I want to do Rex.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, we're gonna list these off so you guys don't have to, listen to our story times. But isn't that what a podcast is? Don't you guys want to hear our story times?
Yeah.
What do you want to hear?
Yeah.
DM us.
Let us know on the Instagram poll.
Okay, I'm starting us off with 2, 3, actually, things to do with your television. So for those that know me, I am not really a movie girl. I'm not really a show girl. Shows recently, White Lotus.
I've been dying. That's not on my list.
Did you watch season 1?
No, I haven't watched any of them yet.
That's amazing. I'm really jealous.
Wait, what about Wednesday? Have you watched that?
That's next.
Really?
You need to be patient.
Oh, sorry.
White Lotus just came out with season 2. So good. For anyone that hasn't seen it yet, I knew you hadn't seen them. Like, no, I just know you so well.
I haven't watched anything.
I told Joe that Wednesday was going to be one of my recs. He goes, what? It's literally like the #1 show right now. Like, it's on all the charts. Like, why are you going to say that? Of course everybody knows. I look at him. I go, guarantee you Courtney has not watched it. I guarantee
No, but I watched the first 20 minutes last night till I fell asleep.
Oh, good. Love that for you. I mean, You've been traveling out and about, and I'm sure you're not the only one in this world. Yeah. So, White Lotus, awesome. Just like it makes you feel uncomfortable and like you shouldn't be around for these conversations.
Okay.
And it's just interesting. Like the characters, I love them. It's so good. You just have to watch. It's weird, but it's good. And then Wednesday is just iconic. I don't know anything about the Addams Family aside from like the Addams Family. Yeah. So I was kind of like, oh, what is this? But I saw Sis watching it, and I was like, you know what? I heard
good things.
I saw this. Like, let me just watch it. Love it.
Okay, she literally said our friend wrote, like, Wednesday is me. And, like, literally first episode, she, like, murders people. I'm like, maybe I need to, like, watch this a little more to understand what she's talking about.
But no, it's literally so good. There's this one scene where she's dancing, and it just lives rent-free in my brain. You'll know when you see it, and I'm just like, wow.
Really?
I hit like peak happiness while watching it.
Oh.
And then my third and final like movie TV show rack is, so we pay for cable TV, which I was really against because, Joe and I have to split bills. And I was like, sir, I do not watch cable. Why am I going to pay this for all your sports channels? The Office is on Comedy Central every single night. So while Joe and I are failing in the kitchen, chefing it up, we get to watch The Office.
That's fun.
Memory Unlocked, I've only ever seen the season once, and I watched it right before it got taken off of Netflix. Just so good. It's just so good. I love it.
So you're not watching it in chronological order. It's just like whatever's in the...
It plays kind of in chronological order. I think they just recycle like through. Once they finish all however many seasons, they just start from the beginning.
Perfect.
So, yeah, I love it.
Those are good.
Yeah.
Okay. My recommendation... Afro beats.
Courtney, I'm gonna need a little more explanation.
Okay, so I actually don't know if these two are synonymous, but I am like 95% sure they are. Afrobeats / amapiano, and I'm definitely not pronouncing that correctly. It's a genre of music, and I literally listened to, like, everywhere I went for some reason during last week in Miami, this genre was playing, and I literally liked it so much that I've heard it before every now and again, but I was like, clearly there's a name to this. Clearly something's happening here, and I'm a little bit untapped right now. So I look it up. It originated in South Africa in 2012.
Oh, history lesson.
Okay. And it's a mixture of house music, jazz music. So it's like, it has like a loungy vibe, but also a party vibe. And it's like inspired and originated in like African culture. So it's like bongos and like, it sounds like silly because there's so many things in one. You're probably like, does that work?
Yeah.
You've definitely heard of it before, but
Is
I'll
there
put a little
like,
playlist up.
I was going to say, is there a playlist you're listening to? Is it an artist?
There was one song, and I literally can't pronounce the name of it, but there was one song that literally has been around for a couple years now, but it was like, I love it, and it's still being played in like places that I'm in.
Okay. And I would love for you to share it with me and the audience.
And on Spotify, I just like, you know how you could go to like a song's radio? Yeah. That's what I did. Like there's not a song on the playlist that I dislike. I mean, and it's just like vibey. Like it's like you could listen to it if you're drinking. You could listen to it if you're literally just sitting, like cooking.
Some would say you could do both.
Okay, let me skip to the chorus.
Okay.
Everyone should know this song, to be honest with you.
This is what I love this song.
Yeah. Two really white girls finding African music.
Wait, I literally love that song.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay,
yeah.
Perfect. Well, send me
this
the
one's also
radio.
very like mainstream one too.
Shut it up right now.
Anyways,
so that's okay, good
of the week.
Okay, I love it. Okay, my next one is Skims. So I've only ever owned pajamas from them, but during Black Friday, obviously I just shopped for myself.
Same. Why do I do that? I spend more money on myself than I do on other people.
Yeah, it's really selfish.
No, I'll buy a gift. Like I literally bought a gift for you, and then I was like, "Well,
oh my God,
I need that too." I bought you like a couple of things because every time I was like, I was literally buying for myself. I was like, "But Ashley would like that."
Oh my God, that's really sweet.
I mean, it's nothing crazy, but like, there's a couple things.
Oh,
but like that's the thing. I have to buy for myself too. Like I can't just buy because I like have FOMO.
Yeah, me too. I'm like, well, there's literally a sale. Like, why? I've been wanting this. Yeah. Like, why wouldn't I? Never online shop.
Yeah, not the most financially
stable
option for you, but
honestly, I've been loving it because every package, I'm like, something got delivered. I'm like, oh, is it for me or is it for someone else?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like Christmas. So anyway, so I got a bunch of Skims stuff. I love it. It really does. Like basics. Like I got t-shirts. I got oversized t-shirts. I got this little like matching lounge set. I got this sleep tank. I love it. I got their underwear. However, have you seen the micro thong? It literally covers one singular lip of your vagina. But
why?
I got a pack of 3, so I just have to rock it. I don't know. I thought it would be a little bit bigger than it is, but like I understand what I think it was what Khloe Kardashian was saying when she was like, Kim, how am I supposed to fit my vagina in this? But I ordered them, I guess, anyways.
But what's the point of it? Like, why?
I mean,
why
apparently it's supposed to. I don't know. It's literally like this big. I'll show it to you. Honestly, I'll post in the story. It's so tiny, like it's unbelievable. But yeah, so anyways, I've been loving Skims. Like, the quality is just really great and would recommend.
That's one place I haven't bought from yet for myself. So hopefully someone else in my life buys it.
Matthew.
No. I'm actually nervous. Okay, why is this a thing around the holidays? Do you feel obligated to spend as much or buy as many items that someone else you know is like getting for you?
Well, so Joe and I set like a budget.
You've set a budget. Okay.
But I also like always, I already know I'm going to be
Exceed
a
it,
better. Yeah.
But so I'm nervous because we didn't set a budget.
Yeah.
And let's face it, Matthew has more disposable income than I do. And he's a huge Christmas person. And I like, side note,
my poker face.
Why?
I have a glimpse.
Oh, you have a glimpse into some of the things.
Just a glimpse. She's going to be a happy girl.
Oh shit. So hear me out though.
Okay.
It's like he already told me that he like it has gotten a lot for me. And like I've gotten a decent amount, but I just like no, like I don't have the means of purchasing as much as he would.
Yeah.
And like it's fine, like it's not a competition, but whatever. But still, like on Christmas morning, like if I get him this is not what I'm getting him, but like if he gets me an away luggage, I know he's not getting me this because we had talked about it, but like he was thinking about it. If he got me this luggage set and I got him like, I don't know, like clothes and like maybe a pair of shoes, like it still like wouldn't feel the same.
I think
you know what I mean?
Your key to success here is gonna be like nail it with the thoughtfulness.
Yes. No, and I have. That was just like an example.
Yeah. And then I think it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's true. But this is going to be so interesting because, like, this is literally going to sound redonkulous. But, like, I don't know. Like, I've still, like, my parents, I have a younger brother. I'm the oldest in my family. And, like, my parents don't pretend that they're Santa. But, like, we still have that same Christmas morning where, like, my mom sets the gifts up underneath the Christmas tree. And then the next morning, we all open them together as a family. And this is the first Christmas ever that I'm not spending with my family. And I'm spending with Matt and his family eventually later in the day. And so I feel like I'm just in a place where we're about to set like new traditions, which is so weird to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like scared of that like wake up moment being like, oh my God, like it's not what I've experienced, but it's just like a sign of growing up. And I'm so excited and looking forward to it.
Yeah.
But it's just like,
no, it's
whoa.
different. And it is really hard, like around the holidays. And it's like, like who do you choose? Like, oh my God, like Joe's going to spend Christmas with us for the first time. And then we're going to go to his parents for second Christmas. But his parents were like, oh, like Joey, like you're not coming home for Christmas. Like, like, I don't know. Like, that's really sad because his brother already goes to his wife's family for Christmas. That's why we have second Christmas.
Aww.
So Joe went home last year so his parents wouldn't be alone. And it's like things like that. And it's like, wait, that's like really sad. Like I never want my parents to go through that.
Yeah,
that's the way
right?
like I'm thinking of it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's weird, but it's also exciting. Like new traditions. That's so fun. And it is kind of fun to like swap, like maybe next year like you'll go to them for Thanksgiving and like he can come down for Christmas or I even told Joe I was like I'm perfectly fine with like separating holidays. The only reason we're not is because I'm going there for second Christmas because like my family doesn't do anything like between Christmas and New Year's and I don't want to drive by myself because it's a long drive. So like it's just the logistics of that. But yeah, it is weird. It's exciting though. It'll be good.
No, I'm excited. Okay, wait, Rex. This is like random. ASOS Premiere.
What is that?
So, ASOS is like one of my favorite places to buy, like shop online. I literally just burped, sorry.
I'm getting another glass of wine as
wait,
Courtney tells you about ASOS Premiere.
Okay, long story short, I say this every time I'm about to open my mouth, and it's never a long story short. It's always just a long story. But no, this is quick. ASOS is like one of my favorite places to online shop. Like they have like the best app. They cover so many, or they host so many like really great, like high quality brands. But ASOS Premiere, it's $20 a year, and it's 2-day free shipping on every order. So literally, like, sometimes whatever I order, it's like faster than Amazon. It'll come legit next day. And so it's just the best thing because it's so easy. Like, I'll literally place an order like almost every other week, and I don't necessarily return, or I don't necessarily keep all of my things, but because it's so easy to return, I'm more like incentivized to buy, and like the whole process is literally faster than Amazon. So that's been my thing recently.
Okay, I like that. My next rec is hair oiling. You've seen the TikToks, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've been scouring the internet and TikTok for the exact oils I need. So after all of my hair research, Courtney and I said we were entering our hair care journey like 2 months ago, and I've really been taking it seriously. So on Sunday, all of my products finally came in. Ladies, here's what you need to do. Rosemary oil helps with hair growth. So you put it on your roots, and I got the scalp massager. I rub it in, and then you get grapeseed oil, which I've already had because apparently Megan Fox uses it on her face, and it's good for hydration. But, so I've had it for a while, stopped using it. Apparently grapeseed oil you mix with like a spoonful of coconut oil, put it on your ends, let it sit for the day. My hair feels amazing. Then I washed it out at night. The next day and the day after, incredible.
Really?
Like, incredible. So I'm going to be doing it once a week on Sundays. And I'm hoping these little bald spots, like right next to my hairline, are going to like grow in really thick. So I'll keep everyone posted.
Bald spot?
Well, it's just like thinner than the rest of my hair.
Gotcha.
Like here. So we'll see. But I actually felt the difference.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's very huge. I actually just bought a bunch of like hair care stuff for Christmas. Like, my mom's getting it for me. Like, just something I've been eyeing. But yeah, I like that you're like creating your own little concoction with like natural stuff. It also just
feels like self-care.
Yeah.
Like, it felt really good to put everything. It smells good. Joe even walked into the bathroom and he's like, oh, it smells good in here. And I'm like, it's just nice.
That is very nice. Okay. Press-on nails.
You have been on your press-on nail.
I literally lost a nail here, so that's great.
Courtney, when I find one of your nails in my couch, I'm gonna freak out.
Okay, press-on nails for only a week. No, so I've entered the almost 2-week era, and that's when things start to go south. But people buy like drugstore ones. I was in Urban Outfitters, and they had the Chill House brand like right at the counter, and I was like just didn't have time to get a gel manicure or just like anything before a trip. So I was like, okay, perfect. They look so natural. I get so many compliments. Easy to apply them. I literally do it myself in like 2 seconds, and then super easy to remove them too. Like hardly any damage to the nail, and it's like $12. It's like, why not? And it's nice to give your nails a break from like the professional manicure, pedicure situation every once in a while.
That's
unfortunately like I don't have anything to show for it right now. To prove that this
good thing
is a
the
good
camera's
idea.
really far away. But you had them for New York. I remember you putting them on, and they looked really cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got like drugstore glue-on ones, which I wouldn't recommend. Like, they looked amazing, and I actually got multiple compliments when I had them on, but getting them off, my nails have never been so destroyed.
Really?
Because it's literally like super glue that you put on your nails.
I mean, that's what Chill House is too, but like these literally just like pop off. Like if I like soak them for a little bit. And
see, I'm not soaking. I'm fully just ripping them off my nail. Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong.
You certainly shouldn't do that ever.
Yeah. But that's easy. I've really been in my no nail era.
I'm about to do that, honestly.
It's not fabulous, but... Okay, and my final recommendation is for those in Boston, the Slut Cracker. So this is at the Somerville Theater, and it's obviously a play on the Nutcracker, but it's just like a really funny comedy night out. It's every Friday and Saturday of December at the Somerville Theater. I think it's like $30 a ticket or something, like very, very doable. They have a bar there, and it's just a scandalous nutcracker. And I went,
That's so fun.
Joe and I went with my friend from home and her boyfriend. And it was just like such a fun night out. You know, like we had drinks here. We went out for the night, went to the bar after, like such a fun holiday-esque funny night out. So I would recommend.
Yeah, you were gonna make a reel of it for 12 Days of Christmas, but then you decided it was too inappropriate.
Well, it was just inappropriate, and you're like not supposed to film.
Oh, got you.
But also, yeah, I don't think we can like post titties on our.
I guess not. Is it really that like vulgar?
Oh yeah, they have like nothing but nipple tassels on.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it's amazing.
I've just never heard of that. That's
yeah.
a good rec.
I heard about it last year, and I just never went when we lived there. The old stomping grounds. But I would recommend, especially like a girls' night out. It's general admission, though, so like definitely get there early. We got there late. Thankfully, we got 4 seats together, but we were really far up. I think it would have been better if we were closer. But if you do like a GNO, all your girlfriends get tickets, get there a little early. The bar's open, like so much fun.
That's great.
And it's right in Davis Square. You would literally then go out in Davis Square after.
That sounds really
But
fun.
not to the Burn, because again, if you know, fuck that place.
I literally forgot about that moment. So heading into the work aspect of our lives, I know I already talked about work, but I talked about the travel and like the glitz and glam of my job. I think I shared this with you all like at the tail end of season 2, but my manager quit and I've been working as like a team of 1 on a broader team, and I've just been overworked, underpaid, all the things, isolated,
relatable,
as fuck, like, and it's just so fucking crazy because as much as you love a job, like burnout is real, and you can actually be so turned off by something that once was so exciting and instilled passion in you. And I'm definitely not at the burnout point yet, because I now have a glimmer of hope that things will, trend upwards for me. But it's just so crazy. Like, I feel like our generation needs change in order for us to like stay excited. And I think it's really common to hop from company to company to like kind of escalate your career a bit more. And I felt as if I finally I found a company, and I'm very fortunate, and I still am to this day, that like maybe that didn't need to be the case for me, and I'm still not at that point yet, but I've learned that like at the end of the day, corporate America is corporate America, and there's only so much that could happen with certain timelines and certain budgets and the not so glitzy glammy life of working for other people. And I love what I do, don't get me wrong, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon, but yeah, it could be exhausting, and it just honestly instills like this excitement for me to not be in corporate America at some point. Like, I've always had a very entrepreneurial spirit, and I've always had ideas to do different things, but I still haven't found anything that necessarily resonates with me for me to literally like quit my job and just build something from the ground up. But I just kind of take these experiences in my current corporate job as like trying to soak in every opportunity, every networking experience, every possible thing to eventually take me to where I want to go. But yeah, it's like I feel like this is an interesting thing to share, because every time I talk about my job, like I think everyone in my life knows that this is something that like I'm like a rarity in my love for what I'm doing, but just also understanding that like there's also highs and lows to everything, even when you do love something as much as you do. And so, yeah, that's the journey I'm on. I'm like trending upwards as of now, because I officially have a manager now that my manager's manager was on maternity leave. And so now I finally feel like I have a leader and I'm not necessarily alone.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the sitch.
I love that. I think that's nice that you shared that with everyone, because I think especially on the pod, like we only hear the highlights of you getting to go to Paris and LA and Art Basel and Miami, but like at the same time you're also working your ass off, like working extreme hours, working 3 jobs for one person. Like literally. It's a lot, and I think that's very relatable for a lot of people. Yeah. So I think that's nice to hear, and I'm glad that it's getting better.
Yes. Finally.
Yes. You deserve it too.
Thank you.
The company would be nothing without you. Sorry, Vista. There, I said it. Okay, my work updates. So my company, we were split into 2 offices in downtown Boston. We officially all moved into one office.
Oh, shit.
So, like, the majority of my company had this gorgeous office on the waterfront, beautiful, stunning. And a lot of the tech people were more, like, in the middle. And that's where I was. So, today was actually my first day in the new office. And we're on the 17th floor. I have a view of the wharf. I look out at Seaport. It's all agile seating, which is very new. I love it. Like, we're in the same building as everyone else. I can get my free coffee in the morning because the caf is now, like, in our building rather than having to walk across downtown. And I just feel like work in general has been super busy. And I think I've officially been on my new team for a year now. So
that is wild.
Yeah.
It feels like yesterday that we were talking about, like, you stepping up into this new role and, like, you, like, wondering whether or not you should, like, be where you are now.
Yeah. It was, like, a big decision to, like, leave the development side behind. Yeah. So definitely the best decision of my life, for sure. But I feel like now, after a year of being on the team, I'm finally gaining responsibility. Like, wow. I feel super confident. I'm very busy. Like, other people from other teams are reaching out to me. I feel very valuable. For the first time in a while, in the past couple months, I'm like, oh, okay, it would actually hurt the company, like, if I left.
Yeah.
So, which is a really good feeling, because for a little bit, I was still in my onboarding phase, and there's something to be said about the onboarding phase and, like, the learning, and I think that's great, and that's really nice. But then it comes to a point where you're like, wait, I need this company to need me.
Yeah.
Especially in this economy.
Yeah, so you don't feel, like, replaceable.
Exactly. So that's been going really well.
Yeah. Another work thing that I just feel like is relatable to a certain extent is, like, kind of this epiphany that I had as of recent is, like, we're not in a medical field. I know some people might be that are listening to this. Like, we're not saving lives. And I think before, or for a big chunk of my, like, professional life, it was like, I need to do X, Y, and Z. And I'm the type of person that goes above and beyond, and I always will be. So, like, that part's not changing. But I've just kind of, like, I've brought myself back down to earth and reframing the mindset and being like, if I don't do this today, like, my salary is not going to change. My, like, no one's going to die. Like, if it's not feasible and doesn't fit into my schedule, like, if no one's, like, dependent on me, if, like, they're not, if someone's work isn't dependent on me sending them this email or whatever, like, I'll get to it when I can get to it. And that's, like, something that's very hard because you want to work towards this, like, new milestone. You want to prove that you are of value to the people that you're working for. But at the same time, like, mental health and balance is everything. Otherwise, you're going to burn out the way that I honestly, like, did at a point. And at the end of the day, like, you freaking work to live. You don't live to work. And if you think the latter or the former, I forget which one I said, the latter, then you gotta do some thinking a little bit.
No, I really we need to do, like, a full deep dive on, like, corporate America in general and just, like, you know, going through it, because I think that's one of the most relatable parts of the pod. But that's so true. I will say I'm pretty proud of the boundaries I've set with work. Like, for the most part, like, my laptop is closed at 5 o'clock. And I know a lot of people, like, can't say that. And, like, I'm also not shedding light on my 9 p.m. Friday deployments that I have every 3 weeks and things like that. But, I mean, I feel like I established a pretty healthy boundary with, like, okay, I'm done. Like you said, we're not in the healthcare field. Like, people are not going to die. Like, it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
And just, I shift priorities elsewhere. But I think that's a really important realization to have.
Yeah. And I think, or not even I think, I know for a fact that work from home has been a blessing for so many reasons, but it has also attributed to a lot of people feeling the way that I was just explaining. Like, the way that you don't have a clear divide, like, you have a hybrid model, so you at least go into the office, like, a few times a week, and so when you leave the office, you're donezo.
Yeah.
And also work from home, I, like, have a love-hate I actually have more of a hate relationship right now, and I'm sure the love part is, like, it allows me to travel and allows me to do things not for work related, like, and I could, the flexibility, I don't need to explain why working from home is a good thing, everybody knows that, but more recently it's like moments when I felt, like, down or frustrated at work, just not having that camaraderie, because clearly other people are going through the same thing and feeling similarly, but there's no like shit talking on a lunch break. You know what I mean? There's no like going out for drinks after work.
Right.
And it does play a role in like the culture and how you feel about your day to day working for a company if you're behind a screen the whole time.
Yeah. No, honestly, like my best days are in the office.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so thankful, especially with this new office. Like, I'm so excited to go in. Like, it does put things into perspective. Like, yes, it is such a blessing for work from home, but like, I couldn't imagine if that was 100% of the time now that I've had experience in the office. So I get that.
And that's a huge reason why I travel.
Yeah.
Because I'm like personally, like even if I don't have to 110% be there, like someone else could go instead of me. I like want to go because I love my coworkers and I like want to hang out with them and want to create cool experiences. Like that's my going into the office.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is pretty sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not complaining about that.
Yeah.
But it's just a different experience than some other people.
Yes. Okay, my last work update is just the work holiday parties. They have not happened yet, but the first one is on Thursday. I have another one on Tuesday and then another one on Wednesday.
God damn.
Like there's just so many coming up. Wait, and I'm so excited.
Are they with different like teams or something? Like,
we do like we do a business network party. Like all the business networks get together and throw like a big holiday party. And then we do like a team holiday party, and then there's an IT department holiday party, and then usually there's like a firm-wide one, which I haven't had since I've joined because I guess they didn't do it since before COVID, but it's like a big gala almost, like people get like fully dressed up, and they're not doing it this year, but I will keep my fingers crossed for next year. But I'm just thankful and excited to go to all these holiday parties. Like I think that's a huge part of the corporate world is like they take you out to dinners and like they throw these events. Like you get to socialize outside of work. That's kind of the whole point of going to the office for collaboration and to meet people and talk and discuss and all the things. So I'm really excited.
That's so fun.
Yeah. And I'm actually planning one of the events.
Ooh.
Yeah. This is actually separate, but it's like a giving gratitude event with like our women's business network, which I'm on the subcommittee of. But like just getting involved and like planning fun things, like it's so nice to get involved outside of work. Like it kind of seems like a try hard in a way, like if you're listening and like, oh, she's involved in like planning different things. But I don't know, sometimes I think it makes me feel like college, like when you're, I don't know, trying to get involved in all these groups. But honestly, it's just that is what makes the corporate world so much more fun. So yeah, I'm excited. It's just the holiday season is a fun time to be going into the office, I guess.
Yeah. No, I read this like quote the other day that was like, it's not a quote. It was just like a stat on Instagram that was like the most people spend more time with their coworkers and in their workplace than they do like at home with their families. So like if you're not excited about the environment and like making the most out of your situation, then like that's on you. Like that's a way that you're going to make it fun for yourself and for other people.
Definitely.
Okay, so the battery's running low and we're switching over to mindsets. Okay, fat and happy.
Love that.
So honestly,
briefly elaborate.
Very briefly, like, I mean, you can do both. You can be fat and you can be happy. And I'm not saying that I'm fat, but this epiphany came to me. We visited Matt's family and Matt's dad, he's like Brazilian. He's like not very Americanized. And he was like, oh, you must be really happy to Matt.
Shut up. I love that.
He hasn't gained weight, but like, I guess he's not as skinny as he once was. And no, like think about it, like traveling, like you're not going to be on a health regimen. You're not going to go into the gym or eating as healthy as you would be if you were cooking for yourself at home. Like, honestly, a lot of the times that I'm the most happy in my life, it's when I'm not as regimented when it comes to my routine, because you're getting a glass of wine at dinner, you're doing all of these experiences and really immersing yourself, and you're not feeling bad about it. And so, like, I'm still a healthy individual. I'm not
of course.
fat.
No.
But, like, I'm not caring as much about my physique because I'm focusing on all of the other amazing things in the world instead of waking up at 5 a.m. to go to the gym every single day.
Absolutely. I'm literally watching Joe stuff a piece of pizza into his face right now. And all I can think about is how I want to be fat and happy right now. So I love that mindset, especially for, you know, we need
holidays.
our extra layer of warmth.
Yeah.
Just enjoy it.
Also for the holidays, like who's going to skip out on any fun, amazing things?
If you skip out,
yeah.
I do not resonate with you.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Okay, let's see, what did I write for my mindsets? Okay, I said in my talking to strangers and everyone era. I just think something clicked for me in the past couple weeks, honestly, after I got my surgery and that was just like no longer a dark cloud like looming over my head. I've just been so much happier. Like I'm in the mood to socialize. I want to talk to everybody, and I'm just having a good time.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm getting back into my extroverted self.
That's very exciting.
It is really exciting. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, the other thing I'm trying to incorporate for mindset is stop asking others for opinions. I've been doing this a lot with Joe.
Oh my God.
And I'm just like, what do you think? Like, do you think this or this? Do you think this or this? And I'm like, it's not that deep. It literally doesn't, it's not that deep. Whatever I thought of first, I'm just going to go with it. And that's that. We need to take that into 2023. Like, that's definitely going to be a big topic with my resolutions.
Yeah.
I just need to be more decisive. But like, that's the Gemini in me, baby. I am indecisive. So on that note, I need to be decisive and end this episode.
Yeah.
So if anyone is in the holiday spirit and wants to give us a present, please share this episode with someone that you think might want to listen.
And share our Instagram account with someone who might feel so inclined to follow, so we can get closer to that 400 before 2023.
400, baby. Come on, we can do it.
Please and thank you.
And then if you just want to be over the top, 5-star rating review. Apple Podcasts, Spotify. We would really appreciate it. And it would mean the whole world to us.
Also, we didn't shout this out, but Spotify Wrapped.
Oh, we didn't. Yeah, that was cute. We got to see all of our stats.
Yeah.
I don't remember them, but like we're in the 15% of most followed podcasts.
Yep. Apparently we have very loyal listeners.
Very loyal listeners.
We're being played in 18 countries, which
that's a lot. That's cool.
I probably can't even name 18 countries off the top of my head right now.
Also, we got an email the other day that we are on like the top podcast list in France, apparently.
For how and for why?
In the leisure category, because apparently that's our podcast category. And we are in the top charts. So
love that for us.
Thank you to our probably from our French accents.
Oh,
bonjour. Oh, oui, oui. They liked it. That's what it was.
I literally
we manifested that by you going to Paris.
Mm-hmm.
Now we just need to manifest that in the US.
Yeah.
So on that note, if our camera hasn't already died,
cheers.
Thanks for listening to probably the longest episode of You Can Do Both.
Yeah.
And we love you, and we'll talk to you next week.
Bye.
Bye.